if there's a moment like this in every build, but this week we are replacing my front suspension, and it was such a nightmare that I almost felt like I wanted to quit the whole project.
Are you kidding?
No!
Absolutely stripped out.
No, 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 no. Hi guys, and welcome back to Ellie's Garage, where my dad and I are restoring a 1965 Ford Falcon to become my daily driver. But we're learning as we go. If you've been following me for a while, you know that another one of my hobbies is theater. And this week has been the most dramatic project ever. Well, the play of the suspension is a tragedy. And like every good Shakespearean tragedy, this one is in 5 acts. The play is set in Ellie's garage, the mood, light. And while this will ultimately be a tragedy, it must be said that our cast of characters includes some amazing sponsors. For this project, while I did buy a new drag link for Melvin's classic Ford parts, the rest of the suspension parts were provided by Kanter Auto Products and Holley. Kanter Auto Products sent us one of their front end kits with upper and lower control arms, as well as tie rods. And our friends at Holley sent over Scott Drake spring perches, insulators, an idler arm, and new strut rods and bushings. These videos don't happen without great sponsors, so if you need products like this, check the links out in the description. And now, on with the tragedy. Our prologue begins with Disassembly. So, with everything removed and ready to install again, it was time to move on to Act 1, the galling grease gun.
Alright, upper control arm.
Yep. Ooh, and it kind of stays.
Here's the upper control. And here, I'll bring you your grease gun.
That's great, that's great.
Get a finger on there. You want to get your, here.
Shims, yeah, get a finger and then I'll do shims. Cool.
Double check.
That we can still...
See if you can get your grease fitting on that guy. There you go. That's what it feels like when you get it on there.
Can I pull from this? Can I pull from like here, or do I need to?
Oh. Oh boy. Oh. Are you kidding?
Did it break? Is that the tip of that broken off?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just some grease that was on there. But I think now it won't go on.
Wait, let me... Yeah, we broke it. Yeah, look. That one is broken.
Alright, we'll take it back. Alright. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The grease gun may have been broken, but our spirits weren't. Yet. And if you're yelling at your screen, no, the grease gun fitting would not loosen. But we'll get back to that. Next, Dad and I got the spindle in, and Rich tightened it so we could move on to Act 2, the backstabbing bolt. Our new strut rods did not come with hardware, so we needed to remove and reuse the bolts mounting them to the lower control arms.
Oh, I guess we got to get the bushings and things ready, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
To the rubber. If I give you a pull to...
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
What?
I feel like it's tightening. I feel like it was stripping. Like it's getting easier.
Okay, please.
Stripped it out, yeah. This is absolutely stripped out.
All these curly Q things, those are all the threads of the nut.
You okay?
No. It's just with the grease gun breaking and then the nut not working out.
Okay. That's okay. Let's just take some time. Time out.
Okay, so it is a new day. It is early in the morning.
New attitude.
New attitude.
We got...
And new stuff.
New grease gun.
Yeah, new bolts.
New bolts.
So we should be good to at least get partway through this.
Let's do this. Okay, 60 foot-pounds. Well, there you go. There's 60 on this guy. You okay? I'm not squishing.
No, I'm good. This one actually isn't. That wasn't turning at all.
Nice.
I just want to see if it'll move because I don't think it will.
There you go.
Wait.
All right, 70.
Wait. So we made it over that hurdle. And Dad and I didn't have too much trouble getting the driver's side suspension set up as well. But then we come to Act 3, the Inconvenient Idler Arm. Oh, steering idler arm mounting bracket 2 frames.
That's it.
28 to 35.
35. Oh, you already got the bolts in there.
It's the only way I know where to lash. Okay, that's as tight as I can get it. Pull it out.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, these threads are... Oh. Oh, yeah, there's... Ooh, whoa. Yeah, like we hit a
Will be a snag.
hard stop here.
Don't you dare tell me that we need a new bolt. I will cry.
Well, but the thing is that this, we could definitely use your
I veto.
tap and die.
No!
Come on. You know how this project goes.
No!
Everything is torture. Smooth? Seems pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Got some little bits on there.
Look at all that.
Let's see if it goes on there any easier. I think you're good. Now let's go get in the car!
With that snag done, all the main pieces of the suspension were actually now attached. So we torqued down everything and added cotter pins.
Nice work.
Things were going great, spirits were high, and we were finally on our way to getting the coil springs in. But when our joy was at its zenith, when all seemed most right with the world, that is when true tragedy descended upon us. Because now it was time for Act 4, the Unjust Upper Control Arm. When installing the coil spring, we needed to disconnect the upper control arm. So now we were putting it back in and re-torquing the bolts.
All right, I'm gonna throw the torque wrench on there. We'll go to 100, right?
Are we sure it's 100?
It's 100 to 120.
Oh, okay.
And that's what we torqued it to last time.
Nice.
Whew.
You like lowering it a bit to make sure that it's...
Just to make sure I'm not...
No, you're right.
Man, I can't believe this is not popped yet. I'm just gonna lower it down even more. No.
What? No. Don't tell me. Don't tell me it did it.
Like it's loosening up.
No. It's loosening?
I'm taking it off. Now, if this strips out, I mean, we're done. We'd have to get a new control arm, depending on where it's stripped or something.
Why is everything so difficult? Yeah, it's stripped.
Okay, well, we were going in a good direction, but it was getting really hard, but for some reason our torque wrench didn't pop even when I set it down, and the thread stripped out, so our upper control arm is ruined. Boy, I tell you what, we can't put the old upper control arm because we ruined the boots taking it off because we knew we weren't going to have to put them back on. And I don't think we can get an upper control arm that fast.
We were sure we were stuck and that there was no way we would be able to get a new control arm in time for us to go to Holly Ford Fest. But after doing some research and contacting Jeff Ford of Auto Resto Mod, he said there was still hope. He had told us the bolts could come out of the upper control arm, meaning that we didn't need a new upper control arm, we needed a new bolt. So, encouraged with newfound hope, we ran back outside to salvage some bolts from the old upper control arms.
Here, wait, it'll be this one over here. I mean, we're gonna have to pull it out anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so it looks like our big torque wrench failed for whatever reason. It just
gave out.
It was not popping, and we completely stripped out the upper control arm. But we've got.
We thankfully
we were
didn't throw away.
But we found out that we can just replace the bolt in the upper control arm.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head to the hardware store. Might have to get a nut and a new bolt because who knows if the other one's good.
We'll probably just grab both.
I mean, honestly, well, wait, this bolt could work.
That's what I said.
Is that what you said?
You pulled it out, and I was like, yeah. So we're just gonna use that bolt.
Yeah, we could just use this one. There's no reason we couldn't use this one.
My only question is at the very, very top, there are those, like, ridges. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but
are those ruined?
No, it's just to make it press fit in there.
It's just a bite.
Yeah, to make it bite in there.
I know, but by unscrewing it, did you flatten those?
Well, we could just pop one of the other ones out if we did. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They're just meant to add some pressure. So really, you're right. So were you just saying we just need to go make sure we just need a nut?
We just need a nut.
Just need a nut. You're smart.
I know.
You're smart.
Super smart. With about 30 minutes left until our local Tractor Supply was going to close, we were definitely in a hurry.
That one was this. I think that's it. So, half
20?
I think so.
1/2 20.
Just
oh, yeah.
check that's right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a bolt.
No, wait. What's the drawer say? 7/16. So 1/2, 13. Okay, so quarter, 1/2, 7/8, 7/8, 7/8, 5/8. So there were no 1/2 20s.
I don't know if we had bad luck or good luck.
Right. So
because yes, things are going wrong, but also we found the very last, not even in a package, the very last loose bolt that actually fits our, or nut that fits our bolt.
The only 1/2 20 in the store. So we've got some spare washers. Yep. We're gonna go buy that and we're gonna get it.
Please let this work. Okay, so it is officially like 8:30. We have to get this suspension done tonight if we're going to go to Holly Ford Fest.
Yeah, we're gonna stay on track.
If we're gonna stay on track, we have to get it done tonight. So we have to stay up and finish this.
So basically, the bolt on the upper control arm is stripped out. We've pulled off one of our old bolts off. We've hammered out one of the bolts from our old upper control arm. So now we're gonna get.
I told you these were flattened.
Yeah, I think you're right. So I hammered that one straight out.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, that was not supposed to be twisted out. So we got to get the spring still compressed. We're gonna get the perch unbolted. Let's get that arm out.
So you can clearly tell this is how it's supposed to look. It gets super thin. I'm not even going to touch that because the amount of metal that would gouge my finger. And like even here at the beginning you can see it.
Okay, let's see if we can get it out of there.
Cool.
So I'm just going to kind of reach in here with the hammer. There it goes. Holy cow.
I think we did a number.
All right, stick that guy in there. I think that's just about there.
Yeah, I say call it.
Let me give it 5 more and we're good.
Please don't hit your shoulder.
All right, done. Let's get it in. Okay, go ahead and...
Okay, come on.
Need a hand or anything?
I can do it. Yeah, you're in.
I might come back out just a hair. Oh no, I'm up. I'm in.
You're in.
Got it.
Here you go. That's just.
All right, those are torqued. All right, so now you get the shim set, and then I will be ever so gentle. Here's 50.
Okay.
There's 50.
What? That's 70. No.
90. That's it. Torqued.
Success! We had done it! We had overcome all obstacles. Well, I did say it was a tragedy, right? Act 5. The galling grease gun. Again. It was getting late and there was still a lot to do.
What?
But we were in the home stretch. All we needed to do was grease the Zerk fittings, then we could put the brakes and everything else back on.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so
I say we start
with
from the top
ones.
and go down.
Yes. So I'm gonna try to do.
Ooh. I don't want it to break again. I'm scared.
Why don't we try one? Okay, that's on.
Okay, and I just go?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna pull it off real quick.
Yeah. It's supposed to be that. Dual pliers.
All right, we gotta figure some way to get that thing off there. It broke the Zerk fitting. So, it broke the Zerk fitting in half. We've tried loosening this end and twisting. It's all locked together. We've scraped it all up with wrenches trying to see if this loosens. And we can't get it to turn, if that's what's supposed to make it loose on here.
I mean, it actually doesn't, but
I mean, it looks like it should be knurled, but I mean,
Yeah.
with a wrench and a pair of pliers, I can't make it turn. The terrors continue. So now we have a broken Zerk fitting inside our upper control arm. And We got some grease in there. We are going to have to take the whole upper control arm to get the fitting back out. But at this point, we are up against a deadline. And we've been driving with one Zerk fit out of a upper control arm for who knows how long. So we got some grease in there. We're going to move forward and get the other side done. We're gonna have to go get a new grease gun tomorrow. And we'll see if we can get everything greased up after that. But we're feeling a little defeated. Anyway, let's go get the other side done.
This has to have been the lowest point on this entire project. And I completely thought we were done and there was no hope. But Dad kept me going even though it was 11 o'clock at night and there was still a lot to get done.
It's midnight. This is kind of a low. We've been doing this for 3 years and we've never suffered this many just out of nowhere defeats. Ellie's just in tears. She's got school early in the morning, so she needed to get to bed. I don't know if this is going to work out for us to get out of town, but we're going to give it a shot. I got to get more grease in the morning. We've got a grease gun I think we can borrow that it might actually work. I'm gonna try to get these brakes on here just to try to keep moving us forward. I knew if we didn't at least get the brakes assembled and back on, we wouldn't have time to do anything else the next morning and get to the alignment shop, because Ellie had school and I still had work the next day. With a successful assembly that night, the next day I borrowed a grease gun that actually loosened and would come off the Zerk fitting once I had filled it with grease. With the suspension finally greased, I got the wheels back on, lowered the car down, did one more final torque on the lower control arm.
Yeah.
Bled the brakes.
Hey. All right, go ahead.
And the job was finally done.
In the end, we got the car lined. Dad went to work, I went to school, and we got the car back just in time to pack it that night and head to Holly Ford Fest the next day. So, though this is not a true Shakespearean tragedy because nobody died and it all worked out in the end, it did feel like a tragedy in the moment. But what I'm taking out of the garage is that even when you hit a low point, there is still hope of getting through. Special thank you to Kanter Auto Products and Holly for giving us all the stuff we used in this episode. We would not have been able to do this without you. And thank you to Jeff Ford from Auto Restomod for all of your help and advice during this tragedy. As always, thank you to my backstage crew, Drew Carter, and all of my supporters on Patreon. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time in the garage. Curtain!